Hello friends, welcome to our channel, Geographic Information. If you're new and haven't subscribed till now, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Since humanity's earliest days, we've been haunted by the phantom of numerous illness and diseases. Malaria, tuberculosis, leprosy, influenza, smallpox, and plague are some other first appeared epidemics. Today we'll be seeing through the compelling pandemic outbreaks in history starting from Antonine Plague up to the most deadly HIV/AIDS. The Antonine Plague. Before 166 CE, the epidemic originated in China, dispersing westward along the Silk Road and by trading ships headed for Rome. The Roman military contracted the disease during the siege of Seleucia, the then major city on the Tigris River. The Justinian Plague. During the reign of the Emperor Justinian I 527 to 565 CE, one of the worst outbreaks of the plague took place, calling the lives of millions of people. The means of transmittal of the plague was the black rat Rattus, which traveled on the grain ships and carts sent to Constantinople as tribute. Hoarded in vast warehouses, the grain provided a perfect breeding ground for the fleas and rats, hanging by thread to the transmission of plague. In 1347, Second Plague Pandemic, Black Death outburst. It slaughtered Kipchak Khan Janibeg's army in the Genoese trading port, Kaffa, and spread via Genoese ships to Mediterranean ports. The bacillus, plague virus travels from one person to another through air, as well as through the bite of both infected fleas and rats. Smallpox arrived in Mexico in 1520, when Spanish forces landed in what is now Veracruz. It began to escalate when Spanish troops arrived the capital of the Aztec Empire. Smallpox is a serious, lethal illness caused by variola virus. It causes pus-filled blisters to develop on the skin. The basis for vaccination began in 1796, when the English doctor Edward Jenner noticed that milkmaids who had gotten cowpox were protected from smallpox. In 1855, Third Plague Pandemic re-emerged in the Chinese province of Yunnan. It continued to spread, reaching Hong Kong in 1894 and Bombay in 1896. From the late 1800s, Lowry, Roche and Yersin, among others, observed a connection between human and rat plague mortality during epidemics in India and China. The black rats played a significant role in the transmission of plague, both as hosts in the chain of dispersion and as carriers of the disease on ships. The 1918 influenza pandemic was the most life-threatening in recent history. It was first diagnosed in military personnel in the U.S. in spring of 1918 and spread worldwide. Roscoe Vaughan, a 21-year-old Army private, was a victim of one of the deadliest disasters in human history. The influenza outbreak devastated a world already struggling with the mass death and destruction. It spreads easily from one person to another, most often in airborne droplets. Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome (AIDS) was first recognized in 1981. It is one of the most devastating infectious diseases, with developing countries suffering the greatest morbidity and mortality. Initially, 5 cases of pneumocystis carinii pneumonia (PCP) among previously healthy young men in Los Angeles. All of the men were described as homosexuals, out of which 2 had died.